Hi. Just wanted to see how you're doing and just wanted to share something with you. So it's about healing and how the healing journey progresses. So I'm in Brighton. Sun is shining in my face, so I'm gonna do it like this, I think. And so basically what's going on right now, I am back from journey, or I'm on a spiritual journey, but I'm back from my physical trip to Bali. And Bali, according to astrocartography, is on my Chiron line. So my dear astrology friends, you know that Chiron means wounded healer, and it means that all the issues, all the things that are still to heal, they're actually being brought up to the surface. So what has happened in Bali, I got like many triggers that showed me some of my insecurities. It showed me some of let's say places where I still need healing in relationship, in my relationship with my power as well. And another thing that it did, it actually opened up my heart energy a lot. So what does it look like? It looks like lots of emotionality coming out. The tricky thing for us who are doing this work, like the shadow work, internal work, self-development work, is we can open our heart, and then usually we can keep our heart open until something strikes that triggers us, and then we close it again. So basically we can keep our heart open in circumstances that are good and favorable or mildly inconvenient. But when it starts to, things become heavy again or triggered, usually our strategy is to close off our heart and kind of withdraw. So my challenge right now is actually keeping my heart open throughout the triggering experiences that I have, but not to do it in a way as like a bleeding heart, suffering heart, you know, like, oh, I'm just going to bear through it. No, that's not the way to do it. I am triggered by my partner. He did or said something. Lots of us are actually in this dynamic, because our partners usually our biggest mirrors, and they're showing to us exactly what still needs healing. And then kind of temptation is to go into that mode where it's like, oh well, he doesn't understand, need to kind of, you know, kind of make myself distant from him, kind of like draw myself kind of inwards, put the shell on. But that's basically not helping those wounds to heal. What is helping those wounds to heal, even though it's quite difficult, is actually keep the vulnerability or that kind of tenderness open, share about what is going on, and also be receptive to whatever response you're gonna get, because sometimes we're not at the same speed, you know. Sometimes we integrate faster than our partners catch up. Sometimes, you know, like we might have some responses with the defense mechanisms from them, and you know, it might not be the best answer. You know, one person is triggered, another person is triggered, you say that, he says that, and then you have two hurt people. And then when you share, you wanna, okay, I'm gonna open my heart and I'm gonna share something, and then instead of getting like equal response, you still sometimes can get this kind of that mode where, say, your partner's heart is like still in defense mode, so it's not in the same place as you are. And the challenge is to keep that opening, so when he finally gets there, you can receive that kind of like a meeting point. So I don't know if making sense to you. So it's kind of clear in my head. It's almost as if, the expectation that I'm just gonna be vulnerable and my heart open and everybody's gonna respond to me in exactly the same way is not always the case, and it's not always realistic. We all have different healing speeds, and sometimes that doesn't happen. So the biggest challenge and also biggest opportunity for healing is to be able to actually hold that authentic feeling and truth, that place of vulnerability where you are, like with your, say, childhood wounds open, and stay there. And main motivation for that is not so much that, okay, my partner or somebody else is gonna come and meet me there. The holding point is, this is my truth, this is what I feel, and this is where I am right now, and this is my state right now. So being in that vulnerable state while something is triggered, it can be challenging. And I'm not saying, like, come out there open and allow the spears to come into your wound. But, like, if you need to withdraw, but do it in such a way that you wouldn't close your heart to the feelings completely. So you might need to retract a bit. You might need to go in a space where you are able to kind of like keep this container for yourself, but make sure that you don't close your heart, because then this process will be re-triggered. So I'm sharing this with you because it has been my biggest experience of healing throughout, especially last maybe not 8 years when I started this journey, and it's been the most incredible progresses that I have achieved. Like the level of self-trust, the level of self-love, the level of kind of like loyalty to yourself that you obtain when you hold that, say, place of vulnerability for sake of you, for sake of yourself, of your healing, is priceless. There is nothing that builds your confidence better than that. There's nothing that builds your self-trust and self-worth better than that, which is basically staying with yourself in those vulnerable places, not closing your heart for yourself or for other people. Because when you close your heart to other people, you close your heart to yourself. If those doors is closed, it's actually closed. So that's my sharing for today. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, since we are back from this trip. It's been very immersive, let's say, experience. And with my knowledge and experience about emotional work and integration, I can definitely tell the difference that the geographical lines, astrocartography, and the points we're gonna put you in this hot soup are real. How you feel in there is real. The atmosphere, the surroundings, the way they affect it is real. And so if you're struggling with your progress, you can go in one of those places that your astro lines, astrocartography indicates your Chiron line is at, and oh my God, you're gonna experience lots of healing. So that's all for today, my friends. Have a beautiful day, and I hope the sound is good enough. The waves are doing their thing, and I'm just on a walk with my daughter. Have a beautiful day.